Something I think a lot of players have been having some issues with is skill-based. And I don't think it's just like me, but the community, I could say, kind of came together and said this. Smaller content creators, smaller streamers, X, Y, and Z. Apex just feeling weird recently, and it was pretty much when the new season started, about when the newer system and the newer version of ranked came out. What happened is that I don't know what happened, but something happened in the code, or somebody removed something. I don't know what happened, but it's dog right now. And I think we can agree. It's just been dog cheeks. This is an old article. I don't know when this was officially released. This was EA talking about the newest matchmaking update for Apex. And I think this was season 15. Used to, it would be buckets. Essentially, what these buckets were 1 to 4, for example here. And the game would essentially give you a number of what they thought your skill level was. And it would put you in that bucket. It would drop you in 1 of 4 buckets. In the description that they give about these buckets, in this approach, players are grouped into 4 or 5 big discrete groups. For example, every player between 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10 will form their respective buckets. In this case, you assume every player in a bucket has an equivalent level of skill, either by choice or because the skill rating algorithm cannot distinguish those players from one another. By choice makes me think time put in, hours put in, KD, rank. I don't really know, unless it means by the dev's choice and what they think they should go. If they didn't do it themselves, or if it didn't go off rank or whatever, it could go by the skill rating algorithm, which is pretty much the system they have in place to put you in that bucket. And this was essentially how, I guess you could say, it used to be used, because when this came out, I remember in thinking this would be good, because it doesn't want to put these top 3 players on the same team and these top dog shit players in the bottom 3. So because that's just unfortunate. That just actually is. Like, you're just screwing over people. And this was for pubs specifically, because we can form teams with the closest average skill to balance the match. We take this approach in pubs, which is appropriate. Pubs should not have skill-based matchmaking. Call of Duty, freaking morons. So this just made it, I guess, easier in a way for the lower skilled players to be put with some better players to probably enjoy the game more, along with giving the good tier players not just an overkill squad that go drop 40 in one game. Because yeah, it's fun for the good player, but that makes people literally get off of the game, like on purpose. We could form teams with similar skilled players. In a fully competitive environment like ranked, we value having teammates of equal skill or a lower burden to carry over a perfectly fair match. Some bull. That's just bull. It's not really... I wouldn't even say it's like Apex's fault at this point, especially for now for ranked, because they can only make so many skilled teams or evenly skilled teams as possible, I guess you could say. Like, they have, a limited pool to pick from, which is just unfortunate for me and for you. Do we try to give good players bad teammates? No, we do not intentionally give good players bad teammates. The easiest way for players to control the skill of your teammates is to choose them beforehand, which many high-skill players do. That being said, there are 3 reasons why a high-skilled solo player may feel this in the situation. If you are one of those stronger players in a particular match, you are indeed more likely to be paired up with player weaker than you. So, like, they just like contradicted themselves in this old blog post. Like, they actually fucking did. No, we do not intentionally give good players bad teammates. If you are one of the stronger players in a particular match, you are indeed more likely to be paired up with players weaker than you. Just tell me to fuck myself, dude. What am I supposed to do in this scenario? Just tell me to fuck off, I guess. I love how they say, however, this skill gap should still not be large because we limit the range of skills in each match. Listen, I need you to understand. I was playing off camera 4 days ago, right? Just testing some new settings on my second account. My second account is Silver 1. At the time, I was Silver 2, and a teammate I had was a Pathfinder who was a very good Pathfinder. He was Diamond 3 or 4. I was in Silver 2. Why are you putting him with a teammate like me from Silver to Diamond? Because I'm testing new settings on a second account in ranked where I need those settings to be perfect. That's why I'm using that second account. That way, if I throw a match and my aim's terrible, I can just keep adjusting it, even though I'm not that good of a player still. Yes, I'm on Diamond on my main account. And yes, I can win 1v1 sometimes, but I still don't think I'm like super good. I'm not. There's no way I am. I'm not that good. No. Why is it penalizing that player for being good and putting me with him? Like, why? Like, at the time, like, I didn't do good the last game. I don't even think I did good the last game. I have no idea. And then they literally contradict themselves. Again, if you're at the top end of the skill distribution, no matter what players you end up being matched with, your teammates will almost always be worse than you. This is because the tail end of the distributions are poorly populated, and matchmaking in this zone requires incredibly long matchmaking times, incredibly large skill gaps, or some intermediate mix of the two. This is the ideal case. The same goes for players at the bottom of a distribution. At this part of the skill distribution is also less populated than the rest. Higher skill players tend to squat up, which worsens the issues in points 1 and 2. I'm just gonna go fuck myself and just shut up and never complain about getting bad teammates again, because there's no reason to. But I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I'm gonna complain because this isn't affecting just rank. This is affecting pub. This like, people go to pubs to kill grind, to go get like 20 kill games every game. Dude, you need a casual base for a game, and then you need the sweaty people to go to ranked, to go make them fuck off. But like, loading into a pubs game or a ranked game and seeing a player with like 50,000 kills and about 10,000 of them being Mozambique kills, it's just kind of a turnoff. I'm gonna be honest. It's just kind of a turnoff. Player retention is something that they would try and like keep. The last time I played was 3 or 4 days ago, and it was only for 2 games because I was like, I'm not having fun. Bye. I'm interested as to where it's going to put me before I do any TDM warm-ups, before I even touch the game itself. Like, just entirely fresh the past couple of days. I just have not touched it. And even like I said, the last time I touched it, I got off after 2 games. It closed the game entirely. I didn't even keep playing like TDM. I got off, went to the second account. I'm interested as to see, is it going to try and give me a good beginner game and give me a dog second game, or is it going to throw me into the fire immediately and just fuck my ass? I'm close to the top 1% of players. Like, really, like, fine-tuned 1%, because there's only 1,500 Masters and Preds. And I'm Diamond 4. The next rank is Masters. So, I don't know if this would be easier doing it on the second account or this account. So, the Bangalore with a 4K and a double Masters badge. And then, here we are, 4K, double Masters, Nemesis, another Masters badge too on the main ones. Okay, cool.
Pierce through the mundane.
Fucking hell. Alright, well, that's just unfortunate. 2 teams showed up. I'm just bad. Nah! This was it. I'm so glad I checked this. I'm Diamond 4. I just got a teammate from Silver, which is 1, 2, almost a full 3 away because of where she is too. She's Silver 4. But she's Silver 4, man. My current rank is Diamond 4. I'm so glad I checked that. I really am. And is it the pool? Is it the player pool? That just like, there's nobody else playing ranked right now that could be in platinum or gold or diamond or masters or pred. And those 5 pools of whatever you want to call it, of those buckets, of those old buckets that they probably got rid of, because that old skill base, I don't even think exists anymore. You're telling me in these, just in the ranks, there's no one else queuing right now that you could have given me. Because that first queue time, it took a minute. It wasn't just instant. It really wasn't. But you're telling me you're grabbing people from Silver, pulling them up to Diamond? That just pisses him off. If he realizes that his teammate was Diamond and he was in probably Diamond lobbies, that just pisses him off. It pisses me off because he's with me. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad I got it on camera too. Pain. That's all I know is pain. There are 400 kills, 300 kills, 200, 263. Yes! Because fuck me. Why is that Mirage there with 30,000 kills?
Company people. Strong enough to pierce. Wow, looks like we have enemies. Care package.
why you turn around. I had a weird feeling somebody was just there with us. That is unfortunate for him.
We have an enemy.
Laser sight here.
Quick, go here. Pierce there. And broken enemy shield.
Throwing on stun.
Wow.
Recharging my shield. Okay, let's do that. I shot.
The enemy's on me.
Here and closing in 13.
Reloading. Enemy down.
Nice.
Forming a barrier. Reloading.
10 seconds, Sears.
Down the target. Reload. Quick, go here.
That's the ultimate as well. Careful.
Airstrike in.
Oh, fuck. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Beam down. Down the target. Numpty right here. Fire.
Yeah, boys!
Let's fucking go, boy.
I had
Nice.
2K
Nice.
with 8 assists. All right, time to see what ranks they were though, because that's the whole point of even playing that game in the first place. Gold 1, Silver 2. All right, shut up, get good, and just deal with it. Gold 1, Silver 2. In this scenario, in those buckets, I guess you could say, of like making it skilled, and them literally saying, if you're a higher tier player, you're going to deal with worse teammates every time. Is that just an accurate statement at this point? I'm gonna say it is. It's just accurate.